Hey guys, it's your girl Leah here, back again with another video for you guys. As you guys can see by the title, you already know what I'm about to be doing, honey. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this beautiful intro that I made for Kenese from Geo and Ken. So yes, I will be showing you guys how I made that intro. I was supposed to make an intro for the both of them, but I didn't get any pics of Geo, so I just decided to do a intro for Ken. So we're just gonna hop right into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is show you guys like what it looks like. So we're gonna go on to our gallery, and this is it right here. So now the first thing that I did was I saved 2 videos from her Instagram highlight. So that's what I did. Once I save them, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on photo grid and I'm going to click on the 2 videos that I would like to use. So I'm going to start with this one, then this one, then I'm going to go back in with the first one and then the second one. So it should be 4 videos. We're going to change the ratio to YouTube size, which is 16:9. Click on the check sign. So it's good. We're going to leave it like this. So now we're going to click on save. Once it's saved, we're going to move directly onto CapCut, new project. Once the project is added, we're going to add an effect over it, effect, video effect. And as you guys can see right in where it says trending, you're going to click on retro burst. So that's basically what I used. Click on the check sign and we're going to open it up all the way. If you're not finding it in trending, you just have to go in video effects and then you look for retro and it should be in here, which is the 4th one above. Now I'm going to type her name, which is Kenese. Text, add text in capital letters, Kenese. Okay, I did add space in between each letter and then I'm going to open it up all the way. Click on the text and then we're going to click on style. We're going to use the Marvin font. So once it's on the font, we're going to open it up just a little bit. We're going to open it up just a little bit and we're going to place it right in the middle. We're going to bring it down a bit so that her face could show. And then we're going to go on to effect. And then we're going to go, once you're in effects, as you guys can see, there's like some categories underneath. You're going to click on pink and then you're going to scroll down and you're going to go, okay, it's not that one, it's this one right here. It's on the, I don't know how to explain you guys, but you just have to go in the pink category and you'll find it right here. As you guys can see, click on the check sign. Great. Now that we have the text, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add animation to it in order for it to move. We're gonna go on to animation and let me make sure it's the right animation I'm using. So the animation that I use is called the flicker. So we're gonna put it to 1.5 seconds. Great. So it should look like this. Great. And now that's the first part. You're just gonna save it, but before saving it, you're gonna go up here to turn up the resolution and the frame rate, and then you're going to save it. It's gonna save in the highest quality. Great. Now that the first part is done, we're gonna move on to the middle part. So let me show you guys what the second part will look like. So that was the first part. Now this is the second part right here. So we're gonna pass into that. So as you guys can see, the background has like 4 different types of colors. Well, 2 different shades of pink and also blue and yellow. So what I did was I went on to Safari and I just searched for the colors that I was looking for. I searched for pink and I saved 2 different type of pink, which is this one and this one. Then I saved a baby yellow and also a baby blue. So those would be the 4 colors actually that we'll be using. And I also use the same 2 videos that I used for the first part. So we'll be using that. Then I went on her Instagram and screenshotted 2 photos. I will be also using those 2 pics as well. So we're gonna come out of here and we're gonna go on Phonto to create the background. Phonto, camera icon, plain image. Click on the white box and we're gonna change the size to 1280 by 720. That's the YouTube size. We're gonna change the color to black just because I want to like see the outline of it. Use. Then we're gonna add image. So we're gonna be adding the colors one by one. So we're gonna start with the dark pink and we're gonna open it up, size it up, and we're just gonna place it over like this. Then we're gonna add image again. We're gonna add the baby pink, open it up as well, and we're gonna place it here like this. Then we're gonna add image, we're gonna add yellow, we're gonna open it up, and we're gonna bring it onto here. Okay, I'm gonna bring the pink a little more down like here, the blue here, or the yellow onto here, and then we're gonna add the last color, which will be blue. Open it up like this, and we're just gonna place the blue like right here. So I'm gonna push back the pink a little bit, and now I'm just gonna click on save image. Great, so it should look like this. So now we're gonna pass on to CapCut, but you guys could go on remove background on Safari to remove the background for free. So I'm just gonna do it on CapCut, which is much more easier for me. Remove background does the same thing, exactly the same. You just have to go on the internet in order for you to erase the background of the photo that you would like to use. I'm going to click on photo, then I'm going to erase the two photos that I would like to use, which is this background. I'm going to replace it with the transparent background. Save the camera. Okay, I'm not going to save it. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click on reflection. So that's how I got her body reflected on the ground. So it looked like she's standing up on like a mirror or something, you know. So I'm going to save it now. Share, save the camera roll. Then I'm just going to click on replace, and I'm going to click on the other photo that I would like to use. So now I'm going to do the second photo, which is this one. Erase just by sliding. Good. Then I'm going to click on the check sign again. Replace the background with a transparent background. And then I'm going to click on reflection. Great. I'm going to move it up a bit. Share, save to camera roll. Great. So now once that's done, I'm going to screenshot her Instagram page. So now that we have everything that we need to do this, we're going to pass on to a new project. We're going to add the background, and then we're going to open it up to like 6 seconds. Great. And then now we're going to add overlay, and we're going to add the two photos that we cropped out. So I'm going to put this one first, and I'm going to place this one in the pink, the light pink background. Great, like this. And then I'm going to add the second one in the yellow one. So I'm going to open it up all the way for now. And then I'm going to add the two videos to the side. And after that, I'm just going to add the animations to all of them. So we're going to go into videos. So this is the first video. I'm going to open it up like this. I'm going to place it here in the pink part. Now I'm going to scroll at the end where it says mask. And I'm going to click on rectangle. So I'm going to open up the top and the side as well. And I'm going to place it, okay, on the side as well. Great. Then I'm going to use this little arrow at the bottom. As you guys can see, the arrow at the bottom is different from the rest. That's when you're going to hold it, and then you're going to bring it down so that you can have that blur, and then you can fix it to how you want it to be. Great. And then I'm going to click on the check sign, and I'm going to move it more to the pink background like that. Great, so it should look like that in the corner. And then I'm going to do the same for the next video. Great, so the pink one, I think I'm going to fix it back a little bit. So for the images, I will make them slide in. For each of them, I'm going to make them slide in. So I'm going to click on it, animation, in. And I'm just going to make this one slide right. I'm going to put it to 1 second. And then the second one slide left at 1 second as well. Great, so it should come in like this. And then for the videos, I'm going to make them fade in. Fade. I'm not going to adjust the timing. I'm just going to leave it at 0.1 second. Great. So it should look like this. Once it's like this, we're going to move up a little bit. Give it time to like show the beauty of what you did. And then now we're going to move up to a part where you feel like you need to add your phone now with your Instagram. So, okay. Now we're going to add text first. We're going to go on text, and we're going to add her name. So we're going to do Ken, and we're going to add a lot of space. We're going to style it by changing the font to Marvin, and we're going to leave it in white. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to open it up like this. Is it too big? Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more space between. So I'm going to erase the dot, and I'm going to add animations to that as well. Let me see what animation I use. So the animation that I use is called open. So it should open like this, and I'm going to put it to 1.5 seconds so that it can move smooth and slow. Great. So that's how we want it. So let's go back to the start, and this is how it's supposed to look. Great. So now we're going to move up a bit. Okay, once it's open, great, we're going to move here. And we're just going to come out of here quickly, and we're going to go on to the app One Screen. you're gonna click on markup. This is a free app, by the way. You're gonna use the phone. You guys could click on device and like change the color, and then I'm going to leave it on iPhone. You guys can use different type of devices as well as your markup. Then I'm gonna add image, which is her Instagram, and boom, this is how it's supposed to be. I'm going to save it. Save. Once it's saved, we're gonna come back here exactly where we left the little line. We're gonna add overlay. Add. This is it. So we're gonna open it up like this. Okay, we're gonna leave it just like this, and we're gonna move it down, and we're gonna add a little caps at the top in order to like pin it, and then we're going to move up a bit more and pin it again. And this pin, we're gonna move it up. Like onto here. Great. So you should do something like this. Great. Okay, once that's there, we're gonna move up a little bit and add another one, and this time we're going to open it like this, bring it down a bit in order for them to see the Instagram name. So I'm just gonna bring it down a bit. Great, like that. And we're gonna stay at this point right here, and we're just gonna click on the photos behind and make sure to cut it onto here. So as you guys can see, I'm moving it up onto the line. Great. So I'm just gonna add animation. I'm going to go back and I'm going to split them. And what I'm going to do is click on animation out, because it doesn't give me the option to use both in and out animation. So I have to like cut them in order for me to add another animation to it. So this time I'm going to do the out part, which should be fade and fade as well. I'm going to move them backwards. So click on it, and then we're going to click on layer all the way to the back, which is number 1. Layer all the way to the back, number 1. Great. So this as well, I'll add animation to it, out, fade. So once it's faded, let's see what it's giving right now. So as you guys can see, everything is going smoothly. So if you guys were wondering like which caps I was talking about, to like make it pin one place and then pin another, click on it. As you guys can see right here, when you click on the video, it gives you the option right next to the play button, this little diamond shape right here with a little plus sign just above it. That's what I'm talking about. So now once that's up, I'm going to add text right here. As you guys can see, the phone is about to come up and the photos behind are about to fade away. So right above the photos, we're going to add Insta. So we're going to add text and we're going to add Insta. I only added Insta because I didn't have much space to add Instagram and I wanted the letters to be big. So that's why I just put Insta. Style, we're going to use the same style as the first part. So we're going to go into effects and we're going to go into pink. You're going to change to the category pink and we're going to scroll down until we find the pink that we're looking for. Okay, there it is. We're going to move it up right here in the middle and we're going to add animation to it, which will be, let's see. So the font that we're going to use for this is called Turn Horizontal. I don't know how to pronounce it in English, but it's horizontal. Turn horizontal. And then we're going to put it to 1 second, I guess. Let's see. Great. 1 second is good enough. Then we're going to bring it down to the video size. Great. So it should look like this. Great. So yeah, this is the second part, which was pretty easy, not that hard to do. And now we're just going to pass on to the last part. So we're going to come out of here. You guys can save it in the highest quality just by turning up the resolution and the frame rate. Then you're going to save it. Once it's saved, you're going to move on now to the last part, which is the third part. We're going to use the same front that we just made for the first part, and we're going to use it as a background. I'm going to go back to that, which is this right here. I'm going to erase the text. Okay, I'm not going to erase the text. I'm just going to change the letters into subscribe. SUBSCRIBE. Great. So once that's done, we're going to leave the subscribe come in. Once the subscribe is in, now we're going to add the 3 photos that I cut out. We're going to make it slide in. So what I'm going to do, okay, let's see. For the last part, okay, as you guys can see, for the last part, there's 3 photos this time instead of 2, and they also have the shadow behind. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back onto CapCut in order for you to add like the shadow behind, you guys could use PixArt, which is pretty simple to add the shadow behind. And then you guys could like position it where you want it to be, you know, turn up the opacity, and it'll be good. So right now I'm going to take off the reflection, delete it, and I'm just going to add shadow. I'm going to turn up just a little bit. Great. And then I'm going to share, save the camera roll. I'm going to replace it and do the same for the next one. Great. I already had this cut out, so I'm just going to use it, open it up, and then I'm going to save it, replace, and we're going to look for the other photo. So as you guys can see, I already did it, but I'm going to redo it again to show you guys. Slide, remove background. Great. And the shadow is already added. Because when you click on replace, it's just going to replace the photo, but it's going to cut out and also put everything that you added on the previous one. So that's what I did. Save the camera roll. And now I'm going to come back here on CapCut and add the 3 photos. Add overlay. So the text will always be above it, so you don't have to like move the subscribe forward. So I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to open it all the way to the end. Then I'm going to add the second one. And I'm going to move this one onto here. Right here like this. We're going to open it up all the way to the end. Then we're just going to pass on to the last photo, which is this one. And we're going to place this one in the middle. Now I'm going to add animations to them. So let's see the animation that I used. So for this one, we're going to make it slide left or slide right. Let's see. Yes, we're going to make it slide left at 1 second. And then this one, we're going to make it slide right at 1 second as well. And the middle one, open it up all the way. We're going to make it zoom in at 1 second or at 5 seconds. Much better. Great. Basically, that's it for the last part. We're going to save it in the highest quality. Save. Great. Once that's saved, now we're going to add the 3 pieces together. Great. So now that the 3 pieces is added, great. I'm going to move on to here. I'm going to cut it, split, delete the rest because we don't want all of that. Great. So now we're going to add the transitions between them. So let's see which transition I used. Okay, I used the paper turn-in, and then for the second one I used like a fog. The first one we're gonna go into MG, I think. Okay, we're gonna go into slide, and then we're gonna click on turn page. And then for the second one we'll go into MG. I think that's where, or effects, I think it's an effect, and we're gonna use white smoke. We're gonna put that 1 second in order for it to take a time. Great. So yeah, this is basically it. Let's see from the beginning. Great, so that's it. And if you guys would like the intros that I fade out at the end, you just click on the video, animation, out, and fade out. So it's gonna close like that. And then you just click on save. Don't forget to turn up the highest quality and then save it, so that you can have like a good quality when you're posting your videos. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Hopefully this video helped you guys. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on notification bell so you guys can know whenever your girl posts, okay? And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.